In a dusty corner of a decrepit antique shop, Clara, a young and passionate violinist, discovered a violin unlike any she'd ever seen. Its body was carved from dark, almost black wood, and its strings glimmered faintly in the dim light. The shopkeeper seemed relieved when Clara picked it up, muttering something about it being hers now, without charging a penny. Intrigued and undeterred by the shopkeeper's odd behavior, Clara brought the violin home. The moment her bow touched the strings, the room filled with a melody so hauntingly beautiful that she was moved to tears. Each note seemed to whisper a secret, and as she played, her surroundings seemed to grow dim and blurry, as if the world itself was dissolving into the music. That night, Clara was plagued by dreams of shadowy figures weeping in an endless fog. She awoke with a start to find the violin resting beside her bed, though she had left it in its case. From that day on, the violin's melodies began to infiltrate her life. Its music echoed in her mind even when she wasn't playing, and every time she picked it up, she felt an inexplicable pull towards something unseen. During one late-night practice, Clara noticed faces forming in the mirror opposite her, sorrowful, pale apparitions staring back at her with hollow eyes. Their mouths moved in silent screams, their hands reaching out as though trapped behind glass. Startled, she dropped the violin, and the room fell silent. But the spirits lingered, watching. Determined to uncover the violin's origins, Clara delved into research. She learned it was crafted centuries ago by a reclusive luthier named Elias Moreau. Known for creating instruments of unparalleled beauty, Moreau was said to have made his masterpiece by infusing it with the soul of his deceased daughter, a prodigy who had died young. Stories told of musicians who had come into possession of the violin, each one a tale of brilliance followed by madness, as if the violin consumed its player. Guided by old records and whispers from the spirits themselves, Clara found herself drawn to Moreau's abandoned workshop in a remote forest. There, she discovered a hidden journal detailing Moreau's desperate act to preserve his daughter's music. The violin, it seemed, had become a prison for her restless spirit, yearning for freedom but bound by her father's love. In the workshop, Clara felt the full weight of the spirit's presence. They crowded her vision, begging for release. One spirit, a young girl with a sorrowful smile, stood out among them. It was Moreau's daughter, her hands clasped around a spectral violin. Through the girl's whispers, Clara understood that playing a specific melody could break the curse, but at a price, it would sever the violin's connection to its enchanted music forever. Torn between her love for the violin's unparalleled beauty and her empathy for the trapped souls, Clara made her decision. With trembling hands, she played the final melody. The spirits surrounded her, their voices rising in harmony with the violin's notes. As the last note faded, a burst of light enveloped the room. When Clara awoke, the violin lay shattered at her feet, its dark wood now pale and lifeless. The spirits were gone, their faces replaced by a profound silence. Though her heart ached for the violin's loss, Clara felt a strange peace. The melodies no longer haunted her mind, and the weeping spirits no longer invaded her dreams. She returned to her music, this time with a deeper understanding of its power, not just to enchant, but to heal and liberate. The cursed violin was gone, but its story lived on in Clara's compositions, each one a tribute to the spirits she had freed and the bond between music and the soul.